So here we're given a problem where we're asked to calculate the distance that Maria traveled. Now first off, they give us a few pieces of information having to do with her rate. Now distance is just equal to the rate times time. So now we're going to make a note of that, that we know that our first rate is just equal to 40 miles per hour. And our second rate is equal to 30 miles per hour. I'm going to leave out the miles per hour just for brevity here. Okay, and then they give us a little bit of information about the time. Okay, so they tell us that there are two different times and that our first time here is kind of the baseline for things, but our second time, okay, is 1/3 of an hour longer. So time 2 is just equal to time 1 plus 1/3, everything being in hours. Well, if that's the case, now I have all this information. I have to figure out some way of relating it together. So I'm going to go ahead and plug both of these into the formula, D equals RT. Then I'll go ahead and clean things up a little bit. Now, I have two equations, and I know that D is the same in both of them, but what I'm really concerned about is finding out what D equals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how to replace this T1 here with a D or something in terms of D, and I'm going to use the equation over here to do it. So I'll just go ahead and solve for T1. Now I'll substitute that in. Then I'm going to do a quick trick just to get rid of that 40 in the denominator, and that is multiply both sides of the equation by 40. Once again, I'll clean that up a little bit. And now it's a simple linear equation that I need to solve. Now, in the original problem, I did see that everything was in miles. So even though I was a little lazy with my units here, I do want to put them back on at the end. And we see that by taking the original equation here, or that original relationship, D equals RT, and then just kind of plugging that in, we were able to then come up with two equations with two unknowns and find the one we were looking for, which in this case was D.